Wasn't last night just amazing? Wasn't it fun to watch? And we get to do it all over again today. The San Antonio Spurs face off against the Denver Nuggets, and this one is going to be a star-studded matchup again. We're going to break down how the Spurs can get back-to-back wins against the Denver Nuggets, led by Nikola Jokic, here on Spurs Digest with your host, Keenan Warner. And if you guys haven't yet, make sure you guys take a spur of the moment to get every Spurs moment moving forward. We are so excited for the growth that we're going to have here with this channel in 2025. And it's all thanks to everybody who is viewing this, viewing me, Josh, and Brian. So I just want to say thank you from all of us, and let's get underway. So, Spurs Nuggets. If you guys didn't watch last night's game for some reason, if you were laying under, I'm sure all of you guys did, and if you didn't, you had a good reason not to. If you haven't, go check out Brian's post game. He breaks down the entirety of the game, what this means, the big points, the small points, great things for the San Antonio Spurs. I'm going to touch on it a bit here because pregame, you got to talk about the postgame and how you can beat them, and what better way than this AAU schedule that the NBA loves to throw right now, where we're going back-to-back against these teams. So we got a home-and-home against Denver, and we were in Denver last night. We're now in San Antonio tonight to face off against Nikola Jokic. And this right here, this embrace from Wemby and Vassell is just, it's great. And it's great because this team feels different. There's just a camaraderie. There is a togetherness. There is just a level of skill, talent, excellence, and heart that this team has comparatively to the teams in recent memory. So it is just nice to see this. And I completely understand that, again, that was game, I believe the Spurs are now 18-16, so that was game 34 out of 82. This doesn't mean that the world is going to shatter. What this means is you've got to build culture and an identity. The Thunder have won 14 games in a row. They're building a consistent identity now. They're like, okay, last year we splashed onto the scene. We were here, we got to the second round, and now we're establishing ourselves as a team who, you know, if you want to get somewhere in the Western Conference, you need to see us. So these big wins in the regular season, they mean something, because if the playoffs are the only thing that matters now, then why play the regular season? Just draw out of a hat to get, like, the regular season matters. You build these players, you build camaraderie, you learn, you grow, you get better. The Wemby we saw at the beginning of the year is not the Wemby we're seeing now. The Wemby we're seeing now is this guy. It's 26-10, 4 blocks, a steal, 49% from the floor, and 36% from three. The percentages just keep climbing and keep climbing. He could be almost a 50-40 guy right now if he didn't start the year off so slow. And he is just showcasing that this league, it's too easy for him. This is in his second year. We're going to talk about Wemby in the coming days. Honestly, within the next 24 to 48 hours, you're going to see a Wemby breakdown because they're top 5 in the MVP. We're going to talk about it more. But let's talk about the Denver Nuggets and how we can beat them right now, tonight, again. Last night, 113-110. Big Vassell steal at the end to clinch it. You obviously had back and forth play. This was just such a well-played game, and it was just such a great game to watch. You had Victor Wembanyama, 35-18, to help the Spurs overcome the Jokic 41-18-9, doing whatever he wants to, just falling short of his 15th triple-double of the season. And here, that's Wemby, that's 35-18. You had Vassell. He didn't really shoot well. He was 7-16 from the floor. You had Chris Paul, 3 of 11, but he had 11 dimes. I bring up all of this here, and I want to bring up the Denver Nuggets side of things. Jokic was 15-36. That doesn't happen often. That is a testament to Zach Collins. Zach Collins, when he was guarded by Zach Collins, 5 of 11. That's a testament to Wemby. That was 8 of 17 when he guarded Jokic. Jokic went 3 of 10 from 3. Jokic doesn't take 10 threes. Those were good shots, don't get me wrong. They were kind of open shots. Jokic is not the 10 threes a game guy. The reason he took them was because Wemby is such an imposing force within the paint that Jokic can't do what he loves to do at the same clip. That is what's so supreme about Victor Wembanyama. He's 7'4", 7'5", long arms, and athletic. Jokic uses his size and his just IQ, which is higher than anybody else in the league, not named LeBron right now, and just his IQ of the game to get to his spots, and then he's able to like shift his body into ways and put himself in positions to score properly and efficiently. And he's not able to do that with a guy with an 8-foot wingspan. So that was key, and that's another key fact. With this team, with this Nuggets team, we'll get back to this in just a sec. With this Nuggets team, to beat them again tonight, it's the same game plan. You get out on their three-point shooters. Michael Porter Jr. went 4 of 8 from 3. You need to make sure that Jokic beats you scoring. And if he goes for 60, you need Wemby to match it. Not Wemby to match the 60, but you need Wemby to match the star power that Jokic gets. Make it tough on him and make him a scorer. When Jokic is a passer and he gets 10-plus assists, I know he had 9 last night, but when he's at that 12, 15, 18 assists, and efficient shooting from the floor, that's when the Nuggets are close to unbeatable. Over the years, they've decided, okay, we're going to let Bruce Brown go. We're going to let Kentavious Caldwell-Pope go. And so their depth keeps getting less and less. So they need more and more from Jokic. He needs to score. We saw him put up 55 earlier this season in a loss. If you can get Jokic into the spot where he feels he needs to score, the others are not lighting it up from the three-point line, that is your best chance to beat him. He is going to get his numbers. He is the best player in the world currently. That's fine. We got a top 10 guy ourselves who can go head-to-head, toe-to-toe with that guy, as we just saw last night. And for the Spurs to win this game tonight, they need one more player. They need one more player to go along with Wemby. They need Wemby to be the supernova that he is. He is showing it on the biggest stages, and he's going to continue. We need that, and then we need one other player to head along with him. That's it. You need another player on that 18 to 20 range, and then we just need to hit our open shots and threes, like anything regular from there. Obviously, let's not go 5 of 30 from the three-point line. But it's star v star tonight. We have the better bench. So when Jokic is not on the floor, we need to win those minutes drastically. Last night, Jokic was a +7 on the floor. He was a -10 off the floor. We won by 3. As long as when Jokic is not playing for about 12 minutes a game, we are plus double digits, that is going to be another way that we're going to win this game here tonight. And this game is big. Like, I understand it's only January, but you've got to build good habits. Obviously, early on in the season, the Pelicans dealt with injury. That was a team that had top 6 seed aspirations. They're nowhere in the playoffs now because you have to string along these wins. You can't lose a lot of games early. It's super, super tough, especially in this Western Conference, to start low and end up going high. Stay in the mid, and then if you go on a run, that's where you can jump people. But we've got the Nuggets again tonight. We've then got the Bulls, we've got the Bucks, 2 Lakers, 2 Grizzlies, the Heat. If you can get another win against the Denver Nuggets here, that will do wonders for the standings. You are right there sitting 18-16 at 8. Another win, they're 19-15, you're 19-16. Okay, cool. Then you're 2-0 against them on the year. I believe you only play them one more time in April. That means you already have the tiebreaker if you guys have the same record. That's pivotal. The Mavericks continue to fall. Luka's not due back until late January, more likely for him and how his body is, early February. The Clippers are coming back down to earth because the Clippers are a solid team, but they're not great. Harden has been missing a little bit of time here and there too. There's already a lane to jump up to that 6, and possibly to that 5 if you have the same record as the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets don't have depth. That is their problem. We have more depth than they do. We can match their star power. Obviously, Jokic is Jokic, but we can match their star power, and then from there, Jamal Murray's not playing all that great. We've got guys who can match him. Then you've got Christian Braun. We've got guys who can match him. Russell Westbrook, who's had a little bit of resurgence. We've got people who can match them. So that's why this game right here is important, because the teams ahead of us, and the Lakers obviously could be an injury away, and we play them soon. The Grizzlies, obviously, we know what happens with John Morant. He's been in and out of the lineup this year. They're a team that's going to be tough, but we play them as well. There's a true opportunity for this San Antonio Spurs team not only to be in the play-in, but just to be firmly in the playoffs that actually makes sense. Why? They have a supernova. They've got a star. They've got depth. They've got camaraderie. They've got everything that you need to be a quality basketball team in this league and to make runs at playoffs, winning series, and then going on forward from there. I know people wanted them to be bad to try to get the Cooper Flag pick, to try to get all that stuff. That's fine. I'm sorry. They're not bad. They're not going to be bad. They're a very good team. They are a very good team. They're a 44-plus win team. They look like they could even be a 46-36 level team. They're just a good team. I'm sorry. They're ahead of schedule. I love it too. I love it, because this team and these players have the chance, and then they also have pieces to trade. They have picks to trade. They're in such a great spot right now, and against the Denver Nuggets tonight, you need another star-studded performance from Wemby. You need one other guy to get you 18 to 20, and then everybody else just needs to play good, quality, sound San Antonio Spurs basketball. But let me know there in the comments what you guys think about this game. How important do you feel that this game is for the San Antonio Spurs? This has been Spurs Digest with your host, Keenan. I appreciate all of you guys, and I will be seeing all of you guys very soon.